Hi folks, in this video we're going to go a little bit further with the 1-3 extension. I'll just recap what we've looked at so far with the 1-3s. Let me just adjust this. There you go, it's a lovely bright day. We've got going from here all the way to here. So slide, slide, or these are repeated, and that's what I'm going to look at now. I'm going to show you where they are further up the neck. I'm only going to show you one place, and then you can move from area to area, because if you're playing with a band and it's your turn, you can let the bass take it for a bit, you can let the drums, you know, you've got to sit on the the feel of the thing. You don't have to play lots. I mean, we're looking at playing notes, we're not looking at actually playing music at the minute, which is a totally different thing. We're doing exercises. But these exercises I'm giving you I've used all over the place. If you're stuck at 9, it's 2 in the morning, you've got to pull a solo out of your ear roll. It's quite straightforward to do, but we need these exercises. Right, so without any further ado, let's get back to the neck. So if we're in the key of G, oh hang on, that's terrible. If we're in the key of G, we're going to look at these 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, which is 3-5, 3-5, 3-5. Now if you play that note, it's here. So we can actually do it here. 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. Now previously when we'd done 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, we slid. So 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, slide. When we slid, we jumped. But we don't do that here, so 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. Okay, then the slide, but no jump. The jump comes now. So 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, slide, 1-3, change. Yeah, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1, whoops, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. So it's the slide is the first two notes. So 1, 3. We're at the where are we up to? We're at the 10, 9, 8. We're at the 8th fret. So 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. Slide to 12. Then you've got 10, 12, 10, 12, move up one then, 11, 13. Now, we always jump slightly up one fret from the G string to the B string. It's not rectangular, which is really frustrating, because if it were like that, it'd be so much easier. But anyway, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, or 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, 10. And there's a slide. Okay, then you've got 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 13. 10, 12, 10, 12, 11, 13. Or using the fingers, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. I can slide, or I could just move. Yeah. 1-3, 1-3. So playing like that, we can now go back up this end of the neck. Put a bend in. Right, now we know it's 13. So think of this, we could okay, so those, now it takes a ton of practice to get used to where those are. So for now, just do this. Do this. Let's break it down. 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. Go back to this stage. 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. That always gets me that. 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, 1-3. Then start to build in a solo. So before, the trick to getting up the neck is knowing those areas. Now I sighted fret 13, so I'm just going to go through something like that and I'm going to talk you through it. It's very rare and I don't think anybody actually does this. I'm going to talk you through a solo. Now this isn't a great solo, we're just moving our fingers about, letting it flow, just muck it about. I've used bends, I've used hammer-ons, I've used slides, I've used tremolo which we've not looked at. I've used the 1-3 trick and I've used the box. That's all I'm using. So let's just break it down. Okay. Now I want to make it look like I can play guitar. I want to start here and I want to finish up here somewhere. Because it looks cool. Okay, it's rock and roll. Well, it's blues, man. So I want to start here maybe. I want to do some stuff here. Whatever. Now I know I've got my 1-3, 1-3, 1-3, slide 1-3, 1-3. I know I've got that. And I've got this. I know I've got these. I know I've got these. I know I've got the scale. So those are my tools. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a little bit up here, go down here, up here, back to here, slide up here, move around. There are areas I'm not using, but you won't notice because you'll be too concentrated on thinking, wow, that's great. And it is great. The solo won't be, but the ability to move is a great thing to be able to do. And I didn't learn it early. I only learnt it in the last few years. And as I broke it down, I thought, oh gosh, it's actually really obvious. So let's break it down. We'll start from here. We'll finish up at the 13th fret. So it looks like we're flying up and down the neck, but we're not. We're just thinking about the 1-3 trick. So I'll do it slowly. I'm going to go from here, fiddle about here, go back here. So put a bend in, hammer on, and a vibrato is just wiggling the note, okay? Now remember that from yesterday? I just added that, played with a little bit of that. Okay, don't worry about the fingerings. Play some notes together. Now I'll fiddle around there a bit, fed up now, so I'm going to move up here. Slide into position, a bit more thing. That's using the hammer-ons we looked at yesterday. Okay, put a bend in. 2 notes at once. Finishing on the root note, which I'll come on to in a subsequent lesson. Now we're going to slide up, hammering on. Okay, hammering on. Now I'm going to move over here. I'm going to get up the neck. That's the exercise again. Now I'm going to move up a bit. And if you think of the old Led Zeppelin solo towards the end on Stairway to Heaven. Okay, it's part of that. So bend that one. Okay, so we've moved all up and down the neck. We're using the techniques we've got, and you just pick them up. I'll drop a bit of that in, I'll drop a bit of that in. Now there's a bit more art to it than that. You can feel the band, you can feel something's emotive, you get your playing face on, you know, oh, give you all this. And it just sends you've got to play with heart. If you don't play with heart, it's a complete waste of time. Play with heart, even if it's terrible. Even if it's terrible, play like no one's watching, you know, that's what they say. Dance like nobody's watching. Don't care, you've just got to embrace your mistakes. Absolutely, make a ton of mistakes. If your fingerings are wrong, it doesn't matter, just play. It'll improve as you practice. Now that's what we've now got. We've now finished being able to cover the whole neck. Now all this is what you've already got with the Harvey Vincent lessons. But that's how I was guided by my friend Gary at school years ago. He said, well look, you've got that, you've got the nuts and bolts, you just got to put them together in, you got the Lego kit, let's build something. Okay, right, so have a practice, don't try and copy me, make your own riffs up, slide, make a mess, make a horrible stink of a noise, and you'll amaze yourself. We'll start looking at some riffs soon, based on what we know. Alright, I'll see you later.